Thank you very much. Nice to have you back. The other day, we had to cut short our conversation due to some breaking news. But right now, let's understand how are you analyzing the market with all these factors playing, banks being a drag, overall valuations being a concern, but still market relatively resilient around the 10,000 mark.
Yeah. First of all, thank you, Ajay, for having me on the show again. As far as the global markets are concerned, we have seen that Fed reserves have been floating liquidity and will be doing it more. Yesterday, they announced that the buying of individual corporate bonds, which means that Fed is ready to liquidate the whole scenario, and liquidity will keep the markets up. And as far as our Indian markets are concerned, it will be a range-bound segment between 9,500 levels to 10,500 levels. And according to derivative data of NIFTY option chain, monthly expiry which is on 25th of June, put option is having highest open interest on 9,500, which is second highest actually of around 29 lakh. And in call option, 10,000 has the highest open interest, then further at 10,500. And as the most of the events which market has faced in the recent times, it is being completely digested, and liquidity will support market not to fall sharply. Retail side participation is yet to come, but there is a liquidity which is we are having from the central banks.
Okay. What about NIFTY? What levels do you watch out for? The way it is being so resilient, defying, all the naysayers in the market. Liquidity perhaps is what is driving it up, some amount of short covering as well. The levels, medium term or even beyond the medium term, what's on your charts or mind?
See, as far as we can see, I will only suggest that these levels downside, which is at 9,500, is the major support point. And on the upside, 10,500, actually 10,300, and then 10,500 are the levels I'm looking for.
Okay, let's talk about the sector which you like, which I am very eager to talk to you about, which is agrochemicals, specialty chemicals, and that. What are the triggers which you think are really playing on that space? Before we talk to you about specific stocks, why do you like agrochemical, specialty chemical, that space, and what are the triggers which are playing? Is it more structural in nature or it is more medium term?
See, sector specific, we have been bullish from the March months that the sector which we are looking at was is agrochemical and pharmaceuticals, especially agrochemical, because of the agricultural GDP numbers for March quarter was amazingly high by 5.9% compared to 1.6% in last financial year 2019. And monsoon have been predicted very well, and rains are expected very normal, which is very good for agriculture sector. Liquidity concerns are still there, but the major impact on rural economy was not felt at these times, and the rural economy has not felt the major dent in this pandemic situation. For taking example of tractor sales numbers for financial year 2020 is greater than what was in last financial year 2019. And government is also very much focused on agriculture as well as rural economy and helping farmers and agrochemical and agriculture related industry. So I have a high conviction with this sector. And speaking about stocks in this sector, I would rather go for three different stocks which are categorized in agrochemical space and then cement space. The first stock which I'm taking is CHAMBAL fertilizers. See, this is trading near to 145 levels, and this is the biggest fertilizer company of India. And I can see good levels upside till the levels of 180 and 200 coming in.
The first stock from your list, CHAMBAL fertilizer. Let's take a look at that stock. Then I'll get your thoughts on it. Pull up CHAMBAL fertilizer on a 6-month and a 3-month basis. Let's see how that stock is done. It is trading strong, 4% higher right now. On a 3-month, 6-month basis, also CHAMBAL fertilizer is a stock which is doing well. Now tell us what's the target you're working on with CHAMBAL? Why do you like it?
See, CHAMBAL, we know that this is the biggest fertilizer company of India. And on the charts also, it is doing really good. We can see a good rally upside in this stock. And the targets we are looking out is around 180 to 200 levels upside.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about LAURUS Lab. That's your next pick. Pull up, I'll ask my producer to fire the LAURUS Lab chart as well. Let's see how it has done over the 3 month, 6 month, 1 year period. We've seen a lot of news flow. People really like that stock. And we've seen big moves coming in on that one. It's also getting on the institutional radar. Some block deals were also seen over there. What's the rationale over there, Rahul, at LAURUS Labs?
Ajay, currently LAURUS Labs is trading around 504 levels, which is very near to its 52-week high. Although, I'll just tell you something about company, that LAURUS Labs is a research-driven pharmaceutical company. And company is at the leading position at API manufacturing into antiretroviral, oncology, cardiovascular, antibiotics, antihistamine, etc. And in Q4 results of financial year 2020, sales figures have increased by 32%, giving around 839 crore. Operating profit was increased by 71%, giving 192 crores. And profit stood at increase of 155%, giving 110 crore rupees. So buying on dips in an investment in this stock will be best for long term. And for the short term, we are seeing levels of 650 coming in.
Okay, let's talk about the stock of the day, India Cement. India Cement is shot up 8%, 9% today on a story which is coming in that Mr. R.K. Damani may be looking at taking over that company, are in friendly talks with Srinivasan, the current promoter, etc., and have also accumulated 20% stake already. Why do you like that stock? Have you analyzed it fundamentally? What could be the possible reason for attractiveness of such a marquee player, investor, promoter is getting into, is actually circling India Cement?
So, Ajay, fundamentally, the performance was not good. But the silver line is that Mr. Radhakrishnan Damani has taken a stake nearly of 20%, and the promoter is having stake of around 28%, out of which 300 crore is already pledged. So, if the takeover by Mr. Damani is on the place, distribution network will be improved, and the problem of management on corporate governments, which was faced earlier, will get improved, and the new management will surely do good in this company by driven by Mr. Damani. And as far as the levels are concerned, in next 15 to 18 months, we are seeing good levels of 200 and 220.